Ready? Good evening, all of you. So let us come to here. In today's class, we are going to study the next concept is the very important one, which is called as extinct species and endangered species. Okay, da? So till now, you people will think that extinct species and endangered species both are same, but it is not same. So it has some difference. So let us discuss the difference, what it is, and what is the main difference, and what is the animals in the extinct animals, and what is the endangered animals, and the examples. That is all we'll study in the today's class. Is it okay? Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So you please keep heading. What is extinct animals and what is endangered animals? This is what our today's heading. Please keep all of you. Extinct species and endangered species. Okay. So now let us discuss. As we know that what is the meaning of extinct species means. Observe very carefully. Extinct. He extended. He died. He is no more. No more is existed. That kind of species we used to call it as what? No longer existed. That species we used to call it as what? Extinct. Extinct species. No longer existed. No longer existed. That species is called as extinct species. So is it there? Is it some is present or no more? Nothing is present. No longer existed means.
Not
For more time.
not
Not for more time.
Not at all. Even single one also not existed. Understand? So the species which no longer exist anywhere on the earth are called as extinct species. So these extinct species, understand, those which have died out completely. What we should call? Died out? Died out? No longer
Completely.
existed anywhere on the earth. They are died out completely. Means only in history we will study, and nowhere they are present, and there is no footprints of alive like that animals. So that animals or that species will come under extinct species. Can you give any example of extinct species? Anybody? At least one. Already we know that is well famous one. What is that? Completely extinct, which is used to live millions before on the earth.
Dinosaur.
What is that animal?
Dinos.
Dinosaur. So dinosaur is the example of the first example of extinct species is dinosaurs. So dinosaurs are the first species of multicellular organisms of Earth. So very huge species also, and they are very big in size. So these dinosaur species are no more existed on the Earth. That is why I can say they are died completely on long back, very millions of years before itself. That is why I can say dinosaurs are what? Extinct species. Is it okay? Yes, sir. So the
Yes,
species
sir.
become extinct. The species become extinct when the last living member of the species dies. When we can say that the species is extinct, if one is alive also, we cannot say extinct. Understand? So even the last member of that species, if it will dies, then only we can say no more animal or no more species regarding that particular is existed. So then we can keep that is under extinct species. Is it okay? So these extinct species may be of animals or maybe of plants. So I cannot say it is only regarding animals or regarding plants, because so many plants also disappearing and so many animals also disappearing. Completely they are extended on this earth, which is living in millions of years before. So that is why I can say these extinct species maybe of what? Maybe of animals or maybe of plants. For example, the type of animal which is no longer exist on this earth, we used to call it as extinct animal. What we should call?
Extinct animal.
Extinct animal. So this extinct species, maybe they may be, these extinct species are what? Extinct species may be plants or maybe animals. So the animals which is not at all present, no more is going to exist in this earth as extinct animal. What we should call? Extinct animal.
Extinct animal.
Plants, what we should call? Extinct Shruti? Chaitanya? Yes. That is what we should call as extinct animals and extinct plants. Suppose animal has no living member on this earth. If any animal, if will take, suppose human, lost human, it will die. There is no human footprints on this earth. Then we can say human is also the extinct animal. But we are millions, trillions, already 600 billion people are there in the earth. So we are not under even endangered or extinct. So if we take the any species which is no longer, no living member is existed on this earth, that is called as extinct animal. So all the members of this animal species have died out, then we can say that is called as extinct animal. For example, we will take dinosaurs which lived on this earth in ancient times. They have become extinct a long time ago. They become extinct before when?
Long time ago.
Very long time ago. Even
Long time.
our grandparents, their grandparents, their grandparents, their grandparents also we don't know. Millions years before itself, they have extincted. Means primitive age, before primitive ages itself, they are extincted. So that is why we can say dinosaur family, no single species existed in this earth. So that is why I can say dinosaur is a extinct species. Is it yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So that is why I can say the first example of extinct species is called as dinosaur. Like some of the examples of extinct species are, I will show you everything. So you may observe because you may don't know already because I also now seen, I will show you the pictures. So first you write the definition of extinct species, all of you. Extinct species. Extinct species. Definition. What is the definition? What is the definition?
The species which are not living.
You try to give every time. I cannot give every time, right? The species,
The species which are no more are called extinct
species
species.
which no longer exist anywhere. The species which no longer exist anywhere on the earth. No longer exist anywhere on the earth. No longer exist anywhere on the earth. Anywhere on earth is called extinct animals. Extinct species, not animals. And extinct species. So these extinct species are how many types? Extinct species are how many types?
Two types. Plants and animals.
Animals and they
Plants.
animals are, they may be plants. That is, you can write it. Extinct spelling is wrong. E-X-T-I-N-C-T. Extinct species. Is it okay, Ra? E-X-T-I-N-C-T. Extinct species. Everywhere you should change it. Okay. So now, so extinct species. So if it belongs, if animal, no animal, no longer means last species, last member will die. Last member of animal will die. Animal will die. Then we can say that that animal is what? Extinct animal. What we should call it? Extinct animal. Now, last family member, last member of family, last member will die. Then we can say that is what? Extinct
Plants.
plant. That is what. So, for example, extinct animals. Extinct animals. So, what is extinct animals, Ra? What is extinct animal? Chaitanya?
Last one is going to die, sir.
So that
Not existed now.
not existed, no more, no longer exist on earth is called as extinct animal. Write it. A type of animal which no longer exists on earth. A type of animal which no longer existed, which no longer exist. No longer exist on earth. No longer exist on earth is known as extinct animal. Is it yes or no?
Okay.
Yes. Examples. What is examples?
Dinosaur.
Rhinoceros. Dinosaur spelling what? D-I-N-O-S-A. D-I-N-O-S-A-U-R. S-A-U-R. Dinosaurs. Okay, da? They have extended what? They extinct. They are extinct. They are extinct millions years before. Million years before. So that is why we can say dinosaur what? They died, or else you can write. They all died. They died million years before. So that is why I can say dinosaur is a what? Example of
Extinct animals.
like that. You can take some of the other animals which is already extincted. Cave lion. Do you know cave lion?
No, sir.
Don't know? Okay. Lion you know. Cave lion you don't know. Correct?
Yes, sir.
I will show you. So write it. Extinction. Dinosaur. Dodo. 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 D-O-D-O. Dodo. Cave lion. Write it. Cave lion. Cave lion. Next. Caspian tiger. What is that?
Capsian tiger.
Caspian tiger. Caspian tiger. Caspian tiger. Learn, you have to know it because if you'll see in somewhere the pictures, you should know it. That is why. Caspian tiger. Next. And Irish deer. And Irish deer. Irish. Irish deer. Shall I show these animals now?
Yes, sir.
So these are the examples of what? Yes.
Extinct animals.
So all the members of these animals are dead. No more is living. No single also not living. So that is why we can never see these animals again. Really. You will never see. You will try throughout your life also you will never see because they have all vanished from this earth for various
Sir, can you scroll up, sir?
when this all vanished because of some reasons completely there is no more existed on this earth. So that is why we can say these all are called as what we should call extinct animals. Is it okay? So now let us I will show you what is the extinct animals and how they are present. So now what is the first animal? Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, everyone knows dinosaurs.
Now you already know, but the dinosaurs are so many, correct? So many.
Yes, sir.
So that is, but this is all artificial. Nobody knows how the dinosaur is present, but we should believe it because we have a specimens of them. So that is why we are imagining dinosaur means like this. This is
Sir, I
what.
have doubt in this dinosaur, sir.
Huh?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
They ask me. These dinosaurs we cannot define how. Maybe
like,
they're like this. But actually, we have only the what we can say fossils. We have fossils of dinosaurs. We don't know how it is existed. This is all animation. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me.
Sir,
Sir, now with the fossils, they found like their shape, sir.
Yeah,
But how they found its sound, sir? Like
skin.
in some ways, the sound.
That sound they will produce. That sounds and all we don't know. That is what I am saying. We are having just footprints of them by how like different sounds. In that also we are finding. Actually, see if you'll find the bones of them, we can come to know either they are veg dinosaurs, non-veg dinosaurs. Means they are herbivorous or carnivorous also. Different types of dinosaurs are there. So based upon that, they will identify. So we have one chemical process called as carbon dating. Do you understand, Johan? In future, you will study that.
Yes, sir.
Carbon dating, you can come to know it will belongs to how many years before and all. Like all the things, you get the information. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is the next animal? Dinosaur is over. What is the second one?
Dodo.
Dodo. Dodo, you can see. This is called dodo. Very nice animal. Have you seen this dodo? Only you can
Yes,
observe
sir. In cartoons, I
Yes,
have
sir.
seen.
In some movies.
cartoons, it will be present.
Yes,
This
sir.
is dodo, which
Yes,
is
sir.
like a duck, but it is usually extinct just like what I can say 100 or 200 or 500 years before, not more than that. It is not before. I think maximum 1,000 years before we used to see this dodo. Now it is not there. This is called as dodo. What we should call?
Dodo.
Dodo.
No more dodo. Now next, cave king, cave lion. Cave lion. Cave lion is also almost dead. Almost not. Nothing is there. This is called as cave lion. But sir, here all are animation only. There is no real, because it has been dead when millions years before. That is why we don't have any kind of footprints. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is what. This is called as cave lion. You can remember. Next. Next what? Next what?
Sir,
Irish deer. Correct?
finished. Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Right? Irish deer. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Irish deer.
Yes, sir.
This is called as Irish deer. Irish deers. Irish
Sir,
deer.
owl is finished now.
What? This is called as Irish deer. That is wrong spelling. This is called as Irish deers. No more existed. Some animal, some English movies you can watch this. Correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. In Harry Potter.
Yes. Actually, they are making understanding this extended species only. They are using as their vehicles and all in the Hollywood movies. Correct or not? They will use for transportation and wars and all. Have you noticed it?
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
called
sir.
as Irish deer. Irish deer. Actually, it is a gained animal. Understanding? Very big in size. You may observe here. This is called as a skull. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
For this,
Yes,
they
sir.
will have animation. Do you understand, Johan? This is the.
Yes, sir.
This is what the skull we have found. Skulls, or else we
Sir.
can say that is
Yes, sir.
fossils. Next one. Next was some tiger. What is that name called as? Capsian tiger. Correct?
Yes, sir.
You can see Capsian tiger looks like this. So these all the animals no more existed. You will never see in our life. You will never see in our life. So that is why these are called as Capsian tigers are completely extinct. So we will never see them in our daily life. No more in the world. That is what we should call. These are the things which is completely extinct. Okay, Ra? All of you. So if you
But
want,
do gorillas are extinct or endangered, sir?
gorillas are there. Gorillas are there. It is not extinct. Gorillas are existed. Okay.
Sir, owl is
Okay.
existed. Owl.
What?
Owl is existed. Owl. Owl.
Everywhere. Everywhere it is there. Okay. So this is all about the
Yes, sir.
extinct animals and as well as extinct plants. So if you want to see the extinct plants, actually they are not discussed for your level. If you want to see, you can browse in Google. Somewhere you can understand what are the extinct plants and what is the names and all. So this is all about the things related to the extinct animals and extinct plants. Now we'll go to the next concept called as what? Endangered. What is that? Endangered.
Endangered.
Correct or not? Now, endangered species means very less number is existed. Means they are going to extend soon. If we are not caring properly, if we are not protecting them, which they are facing risk of extinction, means soon they are going to die because of the drastical changes in atmosphere, or maybe human causes or some other natural causes. So maybe their count is very, very, very low, like our Indian tigers. Bengal tigers, as you know that Project Tiger, our government has started the mission called as Project Tiger, which I have taught you already, correct? Bioreserves.
Yes, sir.
No, which is a tiger
Yes,
reserve.
sir. Project.
Taking care of tiger reserves around the India. So that is what. So like that, the animals which are at risk of extinction, that is only we used to call as endangered species. What we should call?
Endangered.
Write it. Endangered species. Next you keep adding. What will keep adding?
Endangered species.
Endangered
Spelling of
species.
endangered. Endangered. DAGERED. Endangered species.
சீக்கிரம் வா.
Sir,
Endangered.
exactly. White tiger.
White tigers and all. White tigers and all, still one or two are there. That is why we will say we will study at endangered. Is it okay, Shruti? Still somewhere, some part of the world it is existed. Not only in India, some part of the world is existed also, we can say that. So endangered species. What is endangered species? They have risk of extinction, right? The species which are facing the species which are facing the what facing it is facing the risk
Risk of extinction.
is known as
Endangered species. Sir.
endangered species. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Completed? Now, let us discuss the animals. Can anybody say what is the animals is endangered species? Already I have taught you so many in bioreserve forest, or else Panchmaki Biosphere Reserve, or else National Park. What is that national park? Satpura National Park. So many animals are there. Understanding? Soon they are going to endanger. Understand? So means soon they are going to, if you are not caring them, soon they are going to coming to the list of extinction. So that animals we used to call as endangered species. So if you take this endangered species, again they are what? They are plants and as well as animals. So they are the animals and as well as plants which exist in small number on the earth, and if you do not take quick action to save them, they may be lost forever. Means they may turn into extinct. Is it understanding all of you? So they are present. What is the number of them? They are present, existed in very small in number. Endangered species means the count of, maybe there are two things. Again, what is that? Maybe they are plants and they may be
Animals.
So plants we can call as what? Endangered plants. Endangered
Animals. Endangered animals.
endangered animals. So, what is the meaning of endangered? Their count is present very, very less. So, if you are not saving them, if you are not taking action, so what is happening? Soon they are going to come under extinct object. That is what you should remember. Write it. They are the animals and plants. They are the animals and plants. They are the animals and plants. Animals and plants which exist. How much, Ra? Which exist
Very less, sir.
In less number.
small number which exist small number on earth, which exist in should come here, which exist in small number in count on earth if not taking quick action to why we need to take quick action
Sir, to
to save them, they may be lost forever. To save them, they may be lost forever. They may be lost forever. Means they are becoming what?
extinct.
Becoming extinct. That is. Please note it down. Do you understanding all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us study the examples. As we know that so many wild animals whose numbers are diminishing. What is the meaning of diminishing? Decreasing.
Like disappearing, sir.
Decreasing. Understand? Diminishing means becoming small. Low level that they might face extinction soon. That is called as what we should call endangered animals. What we should call?
Endangered animals.
Animals. So So many animals already I have taught you. For example, if you take great Indian rhinoceros, great Indian rhinoceros. Actually, we have only two. Now, in that one also died. Only we have one now. So if it is died, that's all. Then that will be goes under what? That will be goes under
Extinct.
extinct animal. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, for example, Indian tigers also very less in count.
Bengal tiger.
Our government has started a project called as what?
Project Tiger.
Correct or not? So that is right. It.
Yes, sir.
Endangered animals. Endangered animals. Endangered animals. Endangered animals. Write it. Which one will take place? Domestic animals or wildlife animals? Endangered.
Animals.
Domestic only. Sorry, wildlife only. Right. The wild animals. The wild animals. The wild animals. Whose number?
Sir, endangered spelling, sir.
What?
Endangered spelling, sir.
Endangered. Endangered. Wrong.
Yes, sir.
Endangered.
Sir, you are in the topic, sir.
What?
In the
Topic,
top
you
of
are-
animals. Animals.
Endangered.
Mistake, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Here. N you didn't put, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in upper mistake, sir.
Oh. What is the wrong spelling? Say re.
Endangered. You have not written N, sir. Endan. Another N should come, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Endangered. Dangered. Okay, endangered.
Yes, sir.
Right? The wild animals whose numbers are diminishing to such a low level, or whose numbers are diminishing. What is the meaning of diminishing?
Sir, vanishing.
No, becoming less, becoming small. Do you understand, Ingra? Means bigger,
sir.
big, become small. We can say diminished. Understand, Ra?
Okay, sir.
Magnified image, diminished image. Images we can say. Diminished image, magnified image. Like that. Diminishing means what? Becoming small.
Small.
Becoming small. Understand? Diminishing to such a low level that diminishing to such a low level that soon they are going to water. To such a low level that they might face extinction soon. Such a low level that comma should come. They may face extinction soon are known as what? Extinction soon
Animals.
known as
Endangered.
endangered animals. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Examples. So let us take examples. So if we take the examples, first one I can say the endangered animals. Understand? So you remember these animals, the species become endangered either because of its few numbers or it's being killed by predators. Predators means what? Who is the predators?
Kill animals.
Animals. Understand? Predators means the carnivorous animals. So this count will become less only because of two reasons. Maybe continuous hunting of predators because of killing by predators. Predators means carnivorous are hunting by whom? Hunting by humans. Antagra. hunting by humans. These are the only two reasons why this species, the count will become very less. Or else sometimes natural disasters also will take place. So basically, these predators, they will kill it, or else they will be being hunted by human beings, or else some natural habitats is being destroyed by deforestation. Understand? Because of lack of shelter and water and food. Suppose if I'll cut trees, then so many habitats will die automatically. Is it yes or no? Because they used to directly or indirectly they used to living on what? Plants. Correct? So if I'll cut the species, if I'll cut deforestation, what will happen? Lacking of shelter, lacking of food, and lacking of water. That is what we should call as natural habitats. So these are the three reasons which we can find why the count is decreasing, diminishing. Understand? So the survival of wild animals is becoming more and more difficult day by day because of the destruction of natural habitats. As we know that we people are, because of our selfishness, greediness, we are extending the cities towards to the forest. Is it yes or no?
Sir.
We are destroying all the natural habitats. Okay, we are destroying all the natural habitats. That is why you can see. So it is becoming day by day. It is becoming very difficult for the survival of this endangered species and even so many wild animals. That is why they are entering into the villages. They are entering into the. Suppose you may see elephants attacking the field, agriculture crop.
The tigers in agriculture.
Like that. So why it is actually they are not coming to our zone. They went to their zone and we are occupied their home. We are occupied their shelter. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But we are again doing the same thing.
That elephant died, sir.
Yes. So that is why it is becoming more and more difficulty day by day because of distraction of natural habitats. We are cutting the trees. We are doing that, this, that, and all. So many things for constructing houses, constructing factories. We are dumping the wastage directly without separation or without filtration into the ocean, into the forest, and somewhere. So because of that, all the natural habitats are destroying. So that is why so many animals are reaching into the endangered list. So let us discuss some.
Sir?
Yeah.
The doubt, sir, is cheetah endangered or extinct species? Extinct
So many is
species.
available. So many is available. Cheetah is endangered. Cheetah is endangered. Remember, cheetah is endangered.
sir.
Cheetah means which is looks like a deer. We have already studied. Have you
Yes, sir.
remembered? Yeah.
Yes, sir, you have shown, sir.
Called as leopard. Leopards are understanding. Leopards are count is little bit big only, so they are not under
Okay.
list of endangered. Okay, but tigers are there. Tigers. So that is the first one you should remember. So some
Bengal tiger.
endangered animals are, if you take tiger, snow leopard, right? Tiger, snow leopards. Next, Indian.
If animals die, humans also will automatically die only, no, sir?
Yes, we will die, but our count is very big. That is why. But it will take millions years. Understand? But animals are millions counts. We have studied how many species are there existed. 60. How many? I have taught you at the beginning of the lesson. How many billions of species are existed?
Sir, more than 6 million.
Huh?
More than 6 million.
More
Yes,
than 6
sir.
millions to 8
More
millions.
than 6
Yeah,
plants, more than
8 billions, correct? 8 lakh species are there around. That is what. Next, Great Indian rhinoceros. Great Indian rhinoceros. RHINOCEROS. Understand, Ra? Next, Asiatic lion or else Asiatic lion. Asiatic lion. Is it okay, Ra? Next, Asiatic lion. Next, desert cat. Desert. Next, lion-tailed. How many of you know macaw? You may use this word so many places. Macaws. Do you know macaw? Tell me, Johan.
Sir, I know only pigeons, sir, not macaws, sir.
Okay. Lion-tailed macaws. I will show you. Lion-tailed macaws. Next. Namdapa flying squirrel. Namdapa flying squirrel. Namdapa flying squirrel. Namdapa flying squirrels and Kashmir stag. What is that? What is that?
Kashmir.
Kashmir stag. Kashmir stag. Okay, shall we see these animals fastly?
Oh, wait.
This is
Sir, Asiatic lion is the only animal which is in Gujarat in Gir sanctuary, sir.
yes. Only I think the count is also 10 or less than 10 now.
No, sir, when I saw it is like 2018, it is like 100 or 200. In 2018, sir.
Oh, you went to Gujarat?
No, sir, I saw in Google, sir, yesterday.
Yeah. They are very less in count now. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, you can do it. Shall we start now? Shall we so? Now tell me one by one. We will see. I will show you. Yesterday, have you seen? Chaitanya? Tell me what is endangered first one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the first animal? Tiger. So already we know
Sir,
that.
Asiatic lion.
First one, what I said, tiger or lion? Tigers. Tiger already we know that this is what the tiger, correct? So this is the tigers. Tigers are very less in count now. Next.
Snow leopard.
Next,
Snow leopard. Snow leopard.
snow leopard. Snow leopards. This is what the snow leopard. You can observe. Just wait a minute. Google is coming. Snow leopard. Do you know? Like a cat it is. Have a look. Hollywood movies you can watch. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Snow leopard. This is called as snow leopard. Very less in count now. Next. Great Indian great. Indian great.
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. RHI. Wrong spelling. Okay, it will come. No issues. This is only two is there. One is died already recently. Only one is remaining now. Very less. Great Indian rhinoceros. Okay, Great Indian rhinoceros. You know that it is even they can create ultrasonic sounds. Understand? They can hear even 2 decimal sounds. 2 decimal sound. That much low sounds also they can hear. That is a specialty of this rhinoceros. Next. Great Indian rhinoceros. Next.
Asiatic lion. Asiatic lion.
Asiatic lion.
Asiatic lion, sir.
Almost less count. This is who is having a long, long hair at the neck. This is very less in count now. Very less in count. Next.
Only in Gujarat only.
Yeah. Asiatic lion. Next. Next. Lion-tailed macaw. This is what you should know. Everybody must see this. Lion-tailed macaws. Have you seen? Macaw. This
Sir,
is
in cartoon we saw.
yes. Lion-tailed macaw. Next one. Next one, please. What?
Desert cat. Desert cat.
Desert cat. This is called as desert cat. Okay, da? Very beautiful, correct?